Hey guys, it's Fia from Fia's Handmade Soaps again. And I am back with a video, but this is cold process this time. Ooh, ooh. and not hot process. So what I am making is a white confetti soap because the first confetti soap I made was like a really dark gray with activated charcoal in it. So I got my goat's milk and my lye here. I got my oils and everything in here. I got my fragrance in my cup. My fragrance will be, since I'm trying to keep the the batter white, it's going to be Bite Me fragrance oil. Ooh, Lord, does this smell delicious. It's a nice fruity, really, really fruity, like, not like an orange citrus kind of fruity, like candy. Like you ever had those, what are they called? Tutti Fruities back in the day, those little candies that you get from the store, and they used to be a penny, but who knows how much they cost now. And they come in different colors. Yes, really, really fruity, and it smells so absolutely freaking good. Got my stick blender here, and I have some, since I'm using goat's milk for the whole thing, I put, this is one of these containers you get from a Chinese store, where they always have the pink lemonade and iced tea in. So I kept like a lot of these, and it's wide enough to have the stick blender get in there and blend everything up. So I saved about 3 ounces of the goat's milk to the side and put 2 tablespoons of titanium dioxide in here. And for me, because I've always had problems with titanium dioxide not really dissolving properly no matter what I did, whether I warmed it up or whatever. So what I did was I started stick blending it into whatever liquid I was using in my soap. So this is 3 ounces of goat milk with 2 tablespoons of titanium dioxide, because when I mix it all, this oils and everything looks kind of yellow to me. I'm not sure how white it'll get. I don't want it to be like white, but I don't want it to look yellow either. Hopefully it won't. So yeah, I just stick blended the titanium dioxide in the goat's milk so it can dissolve properly and not leave those speckles all through the soap. That's the only thing that works for me. The only thing. So I already did that, got that waiting. And now I'm about to pour the goat's milk in. So let's get it started. Let's get it started in here. Oh boy. Gotta get that spatula. Try and get as much as the goat milk lye out as possible. You don't want to waste anything. If you can, get it all out. Okay. Alright. Looks good. Now, we got to try and get it through. Straining it. Sometimes I don't, most of the time I don't strain my lye liquid. Sometimes I do. Most people say, you know, it's good to strain the goat's milk one because it has like, I don't know, if the goat's milk has something in it where sometimes, or most of the time, when the finished product or the finished soap is done, after it cures, it has these like speckles and stuff in it, not from like titanium dioxide or anything, but just from the milk. So, and someone did a comparison of the soap they'd made when they strained one batch and then the other batch they didn't strain, and you can see it sort of looked like steric spots or in the soap, or stringy looking, I don't know, it just looked better when they strained it. So I was like, maybe I'll do that, see what happens. But, you know, you just feel like you're leaving so much left behind in the strainer. That's why I don't like to do it. I have, what, 19 ounces of shreds to put in this. So this base right here is 3 pounds of oils, 8% superfat. Yeah, and I have 19 ounces of confetti to put in here. Trace. As you can see, it's not white, it's not dark or anything. It's like a sort of a tan on the light side, maybe a little darker than cream. And get those air bubbles out there. I'm going to need it whiter, so that's where my titanium. Do I need to? I wonder if should I stick blend it again? Maybe I'll stick with it again. Okay. Make sure I mix it up good. Okay. Get it in there. Hopefully it wasn't too much titanium dioxide. You never really know. You try. Whoa. Try not to use too much. But if you don't use enough, because I don't pre-mix my titanium dioxide, so I don't make soap that often. I do make soap often. I don't use titanium dioxide that often to have a pre-made bottle already sitting and waiting for me. So I want to make sure, you guys try to figure out, make sure you don't use too much. Okay. My soap sponge. Here we go. Got it. Okay. And back to this. And since this goat's milk that I mixed with the titanium dioxide is not extra, I am doing their water discount. It's 2.5 water lye ratio to 1. So I don't know. I think I wanted it whiter than this, but you know what? It's too late. I can't. If I add any more liquid, it won't really be too discounted. So, yeah. Oh well. this count is a 2.5 to 1 ratio of water lye, and if you want to know the percentage, if you don't use the other tab on the soap calc, the percentage is about 32 ounces. I mean, oh Jesus, about 32%. Jeez. 32% of water as percent of oil weight on the soap calc, if that's what you're looking for. Okay. Trying to make sure, get these sides, make sure the titanium dioxide is mixed in good off the sides. Yeah, this is as light as it's going to be. My crazy behind did not set aside a bucket with, not bucket, cup of water to put my stick blender in. Alright, well, this is mixed in good. So what I am going to do next is add my fragrance, which is Bite Me. Oof, it smells so good. So yeah, this is a pretty straightforward recipe. Because it's looking like the stick blender is not mixing it in like I want it to. So, you know what that time is going to be, is for the whisk. Because it's getting kind of thick, which is sort of where you want it to be. I mean, yeah, you want it kind of thick, because when you put the confetti in, you don't want it to all like sink to the bottom. Yep, I'm gonna have to whisk the fragrance in. Right. And you definitely want to make sure you get it all mixed in there, because you don't want this fragrance leaking out later when you go to cut it and all that liquid comes running out, or when you put it in a mold and you realize that the liquid is pooling at the top and it smells like fragrance. So yeah, I want to make sure I get this all mixed in. I thought the fragrance looked a little yellow, so I thought it was going to turn it a little yellow, but no, it's still, it looks like pancake batter. Stick blender in a cup of water until I can clean it off. Okay. Make sure this fragrance is definitely mixed in there. No surprises. Let me get the confetti. I had the confetti in the fridge. This is I shredded some embeds I didn't use because I couldn't get them out of the little molds really well, and they just like kind of all messed up, so whatever. And so I never used them. I shredded those, and I shredded that, what was the name of that soap I said I was going to shred it the first time before everybody was like, oh no, it looks nice. I shredded the Rose Garden soap. I didn't I just didn't like it. But I didn't shred the whole thing, because if you go back to the video of the Rose Garden soap, like half of it is brown at the bottom, and the top half is colors mixed in with a hanger swirl. So I just chopped off the colorful part and shredded that, and left the brown bottoms to the side. I didn't throw them away or anything. Those will get added to a rebatch that's down the line somewhere, where I'm sure all the stuff will be brown, because I didn't want that much brown in the shreds. Okay, so I think that we're good as far as the fragrance. I definitely was mixing the crap out of this, so I better be. Y'all know how I am about stirring. Okay. So let's get these in here. Now I don't know why I don't need this. I just realized. Now when you see how that's sort of kind of thick, that's good. But for other people, this might be a swirling nightmare. But it's okay. It's nice and thick the way it's supposed to be. Now, when you add, what the hell was I going to say? You want to not stir this as you're putting this in here. You want to fold it over. If you stir it, you have a chance to melt the shreds, and your color be all streaked with different colors. So you want to try and fold it in there. And I kept this in the fridge just so it wouldn't be so room temperature and easy, to melt. Okay. So yeah, you want to fold it in and do not stir. So it might take a little bit, The last time I used I used a crock pot to do all of this. Well, because I didn't have this bowl at the time. And I like to mix my confetti all in instead of saving some for the top. Nah, no thanks. I like to mix it all in. Don't rush, because you don't want to melt the shreds. And that's exactly why I put them in the fridge before I was ready, because I just shredded it today before this video a couple hours ago, and I just put them in the fridge for a little while, so I didn't freeze them or anything. Even though the last batch of confetti soap I made, I think the shreds were in the fridge for like a couple days. Not because I wanted them to be really cold, it's because I just shredded them, and just instead of keeping them out in room temperature, I just put them in the fridge until I was ready to make the soap. So I am using the 5-pound mold, and how I calculated this is, when I first did the first confetti batch, I did a 2.5 pound batch and added 20 ounces of confetti shreds, or soap shreds, and it evened out perfectly in a 5-pound mold. That was the first time I actually used my 5-pound mold from Nurture Soap. It evened out perfectly. So I just followed that line, but I added a little bit more to the oils. Instead of 2.5, I did 3 ounces, 3 pounds. Jesus, can't talk today. I did a little bit more because, one, there's a little bit less of the shreds, and because, two, even though the last batch evened out perfectly, lined up perfectly with the mold, I wanted a little bit more on top, to not really texture, but yeah, I like to have a little bump on top, not too much where it's all crazy looking at the top. but just a little pile high so you can, like, you know how us soapers do. We just like take a spoon and spoon it, you know, to the side on the top to make it look like something. Because with this, I don't know if you, I mean, some people might try and texture it some crazy way, with like a skewer and do it. I'm not doing all that. Just to, you know, just a little swoop. Have a little extra on top. That's it. And I don't want to sprinkle the confetti on top of the soap because I just don't want it to, when people pick it up, I don't want it to fall off the soap and be shreds falling all over the place. Yeah. Yeah, so this, it takes a little bit. Just be patient, you know. You just want to fold it. Don't stir it. I mean, but hey, it's your soap. You can stir it if you want to. That's what I say. Don't let nobody tell you what to do with your soap. I just give suggestions. And make sure I get that plain soap that's on the bottom. I'm trying to be careful without actually stirring. Just fold it over, trying to mix everything in good. Good though. It's looking good. Just dump all that in there. It's looking real good. And I use, to shred my soaps, I use a hand cheese grater. Like, you know, one from the dollar store. I don't have a solid shooter or nothing like that. I did see some people who was using a solid shooter, which is cool, and I'm sure it's really convenient, but I didn't like the size of their confetti. It was like really big, long shreds, and I kind of didn't like that. I like how small these shreds are from the small hand cheese grater. So I think even though, you know, it's not really a hassle, but I'll continue to hand grate mine because I just like the way it comes out. So I just wanted to show you guys what I use. Hand cheese grater. Nothing fancy. This is it. Nice small shreds. And this is from the Rose Garden soap that had the brown bottom and the color swirled on top. I just chopped that part off and used the color part to shred this in here. Plus the peach colored and yellow colored embeds that I had. So there's no there's no blues, purples in this batch, but there was multiple colors in the last confetti batch. Alright, so now everything is all mixed in, but I'm going to try and look at the bottom and see if there's anything not mixed good. Okay, this sort of looks like cereal or like confetti cake batter. Yeah, definitely cake batter. You notice every time I make a soap, I compare the batter to different desserts. Yeah, that's me. I love food. But I'm not really too keen on desserts, really. Like, no, like cake. If I eat cake, I love chocolate cake. Definitely chocolate. Like confetti cake, not my thing, because the cake is like, it's yellow cake, I think, with like different sprinkles or something in the batter. I don't know how they make the confetti cake, but nah, that's not my thing. It gotta be chocolate with fudge, or I like pies, like apple pie, stuff like that. But cake, not really. I do like fudge. So, this looks pretty good. Now, what we're going to do is get our mold and mold. I'm cracking myself. myself up today. Oh well, yeah. So, I got my 5-pound mold from Nurture Soap, of course. I really need to get another one because this is the only one I have. And I use it like crazy. So, let me get this out of here. These will get washed in a second. Alright. So, I need you. Alright. First, let's see. Sorry if I'm in you guys' way. Trying to get this out in here. Yeah, see, when I do cold process soap, I like to keep it as simple as I can, because every time I try and be complicated and do some type of design like I did with the rose garden soap, it just does not work out. It just doesn't. It just doesn't. And I'm okay with that. So, if certain people don't like my soaps because they are plain and they're not all swirly and stuff, then my soap's just not for you. That's all. That's all. There's plenty of soapers to go around for everybody. Find which ones that you like. A lot of people like those swirly, really swirly, pretty soaps. Shoot, I do too. I just can't make them too well. The designs just don't come out for me. And I'm sure it's probably because the oils and stuff that I use a lot of shea butter, high shea butter in my soaps. But that's just the way I like it. And if you're doing swirls and stuff, you can't have really a high butter content because it'll get really thick on you pretty fast. And I just like high shea butter in my soap. So, I do adjust my recipes sometimes. Depends. And I know that's why the rose jam didn't come out really the way I wanted it to, because I did not adjust my recipe for a swirl. So I know I need to do that next time. To do less butter. And I'm just afraid if I adjust my recipe just for a design, that the recipe won't really feel the way I like it to. Makes you, your body and your skin soft and everything. I'm afraid of getting the recipe all jacked up. I guess that's why you test your recipe for stuff like that. But, you know what? I'm not keen on swirls and stuff, so... This fragrance Bite Me smells so good. And you know what? I didn't even tell you guys where I got it from. I got the fragrance Bite Me from my fragrance group, which, I always mention that I'm in, called Savvy Intelliscents, not Intelligence, Intelliscents. And the Savvy Intelliscents Fragrances group on Facebook. And it's a group by... And we get really, really great fragrances in that group. Skin safe, candle safe. We have a fragrance tester. She's awesome. She tests everything to make sure you know whether it rices or seizes or discolors, everything. Alright. So, I have got to tap this down. Wait. Okay. Get you in there. Alright, I gotta tap this down so everything gets all even. But the funny thing is, I put I added extra, and it doesn't look like it's any extra. It looks like it's still evened out with the mold, like the other batch was. I don't know. Hold on, guys. Yeah, it evened up just like the other soap. What? I put extra? I don't know. So there's not really much you can really texture, I guess. Maybe I'll just try and even it out a little bit more. Even this part out. I can't believe this. I put extra oils. It wasn't that far off from 20 ounces of confetti soap like it was for the last batch. So I assume, you know what I did different? I water discounted a lot more this time. That's what I did different. Boy. I water discounted. I should have added a little bit more, I don't know, oils or something. Dang. I can't believe it. I certainly thought I was going to have like some tops on this joint, but no tops. Just the way it is. I can take these glasses off now. Well, I want to thank you guys, as always, for coming back to view my videos and watch me in all my mistakes and successes in making my soaps. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I really do. Even the comments, very few comments that I get. Thank you so much. And hopefully you'll keep coming back to... I just got tongue-tied. Hopefully you'll keep coming back to watch me make more videos. And I'll see you for the cutting. And you know what? I feel like I want to put some glitter on here. But, I feel like I do. But for the men who might want to use this use this soap, they are not going to want any glitter. I feel like I want to do glitter. What if I do like half glitter, half not glitter? Damn. I really want glitter. I think I should do glitter. I don't... And I'm sitting here taking all you guys' time. I don't know. I really want to do some glitter. Okay. So, when I put you guys on pause, here's what I came up with. Instead of glitter, just in case there's a man that might want to use this, I came up with the idea of putting a little micas on top, like a smidget. So, stay with me here. Not a lot. I just dumped that out. Okay. Just a little bit. Not so much. And I'm going to do a little blue. Just a little bit. Messing this up, but you know what? We all gotta take some risks. know what sort of looks like. I know what I'm doing, but I don't. I'm just winging it. But I'm sure it'll come together soon. Come together so you can see exactly what the heck I'm trying to do. And then I forgot the orange in this whole thing, but that's okay, because I'll put that in between. I took out 4 colors. I have no idea really what I'm doing besides messing up my soap. So, but that's a good thing. That's the beauty about making your own soap, because you can do whatever the hell you want with it. Mess it up, fix it, and somebody out there will think it's beautiful. Thank you very much. I know someone gets what I'm trying to do. And whoever you are who get it, thank you. I cracked myself up. Okay. And since I forgot orange out of the bunch, let's see, here we go. Add a little couple here, there. Okay, so let's see what I was trying to do. There. Ah, you know what? I'm gonna just use the back of it, one of these. So I guess I am gonna try and sort of do something. Where's that spoon I just had? Oh, it's in here. Okay. Changed my mind on a whim to do some crazy stuff on top. I don't know why I changed my mind. I don't know. I wanted to do glitter, but I didn't want to make it too girly. So. I know some people might be screaming at the TV like, no, what are you doing? Why did you do that? But just keep in mind that all this stuff ain't permanent. If after it cures or whatever, and I just don't like the top, or after I slice it, you know what? You could plane all of that top layer right off, because it's right on the surface. It's not down deep in the soap, so I could always, you know, plane it right off. So don't you worry about this baby. But you know what? I still feel like I want to put some glitter on it. Even after all that, I still feel like I want to put some glitter on it. But you know what? I think I'm muddying up the colors from being separated. So, after this last swipe, we'll leave that there. Interesting indeed. Interesting indeed. Now, I want to add a little bit more here because I feel like it got a little bit muddied here. That's probably why, because I didn't wipe the bottom. Interesting. Interesting indeed. Where's my soap sponge? I don't know. This is going to be such an awesome soap. Awesome. Okay. Yep. That's awesome. And I feel like I still want to do some glitter. So you know what? I really want to do glitter. I don't know what I should do. I don't know. Do I really expect a boy or a man to use this soap? I want to say no, so I can put some glitter on it. I wasn't going to put any pink glitter. I was just going to do the silver stuff. Well, there goes that. It is done. Thank you guys for sticking around if you did to see me do something crazy on the top of my confetti soap. But I think it turned out pretty cool. You can't even really see the glitter, see? You can't even see it. I'm trying to see if you guys can catch the shimmer. But this actually came out pretty cool. And it smells amazing. Ugh. It smells so good. Thank you guys again. Okay, I'm leaving this time, definitely. See you for the cutting.